For those who may not know of it, at the beginning of this year, YouTube user Lazy Gorillas introduced something called the 50 Book Challenge. The idea is that within the course of a single year, we would all read 50 books and share, do a little book report, and just sort of keep up with each other. And a lot of people are participating, either silently or making their own video contributions. And I don't myself, just like some of you have said, I don't read fast. I know I may come off as some sort of a speed reading, well-read person, but I do not read fast. I've been trying to get through Theory of Moral Sentiments by Adam Smith for 3 months. It's thick. It's thick. Let's put it that way. So it's with great pleasure that I do these reports. Now, this video is going to be something very special in that this book, Josh and Me, let me see if I can call it up on here, is a book by Captain O'Brien, Captain Richard O'Brien, and let's find the cover page for you. Captain Richard O'Brien wrote this book, and he is a fellow YouTuber, Celtic Hero 9, and he's an extremely personable person, and a career educator, Marine officer, and philosopher, the stand-up philosopher. I know in many cases he may not rub a person the right way, but if you give the man time, he will more than willing explain his position, and he will more than willing educate from the standpoint that he comes. He's very skilled in that. This has been a very interesting experience for me, in that with Captain O'Brien and also, as you guys will find out soon, Dr. J here, there are actually authors on YouTube. All right, that's really cool to me. I had always been interested in creative writing, and I've wrote some stuff myself. And YouTube, it's amazing. Just when you think you've done everything, you've experienced everything there is to experience on YouTube, to meet actual authors, to meet actual people who sit down and put hundreds upon hundreds of pages to writing is amazing. And to be able to interact with these authors is something that I never thought that I would do when I began to admire the work of this form of artistry. I just never imagined that I could interact with such people. But here we are, in a media where not only can we interact with them, um, in my case where I'm at because of my video commentary and stuff, and it's something from Obi and Dr. J, I feel that they actually value my input, and that based on the things that I've been through, um, I can't even imagine that. Um, I don't know. I don't have the words. I don't have the words to express how an intelligent person would take the time to listen to something that I would say about anything. I can't comprehend it. I don't. I don't have that perspective that says, yes, you shall listen to me because I have all the answers. It's like I'm blown away that say somebody who was a captain in the Marine Corps and a career educator will be like, I see your point there, or somebody with a PhD in statistics will be like, yeah, like, oh fuck, I don't know. I will not get used to it. I won't. I don't. I don't feel that I'm on the plane of such people. I'm something different, and that's fine. That's how the world works, you know. And that's an interesting story for another day. But telling that story, how hard can it be, right? Obi will know what I'm talking about, as well as anybody who has purchased this book. Josh and Me is it's a Christian fiction story, which I didn't I didn't really understand what would be the difference between a Christian fiction versus straight up fiction. It is a good story that reminds me of my own growing up and the type of adventures that we have in our youth and the way that we view the world. Um, Nothing at the beginning of this book and uh, nothing that I've experienced to this point prepared me for the conclusion of the book. Let me put it to you that way. Uh, I wasn't. The book goes along, and it's such a simplistic and innocent story that you really don't expect how that innocence will end, and you really never expect what life can throw at you. And just like real life, innocence ends abruptly, either through an event or a perspective. That sort of innocence ends abruptly, and how we react to that innocence is the measure of the type of adult we will become. Josh and Me by Captain Richard O'Brien explores that, and it explores it from a Christian perspective. Um, non non Christian people, uh, it's a very interesting circumstance, and my friend Ob is those close to him get to call him, and I'm thankful that he allows me that privilege. Ob has met quite a bit of resistance from his publisher, and even some uh, uh, he's been singled out and written off because the idea of a Christian perspective is is passe and not popular, and nobody wants to hear about it, right? So I guess we could just take C.S. Lewis off the shelf, you know. C.S. Lewis, J.R. Tolkien, just pull them off the shelf, I guess. If a Christian believing author is passe and their perspectives are invaluable. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what to tell a non-Christian about this book, other than I think you should give it a try. It's nothing it's not shoving Jesus down your throat and that it's the only way. As a matter of fact, it is more of a demonstration of how a person with strong belief and strong conviction lives their life. It's a very interesting thing on the nature and the condition of the believer, and specifically the young believers. Um, and Yeah, I really don't know what to say, other than I'm very grateful for what is shared in this book. And while it is while it is fiction, if you read the story, you may see. If that thing is fiction, then I don't know. It doesn't seem so much fiction as just a narrative, because it's so well done, and the characters in it are so very tangible. And Captain O'Brien, thank you so much entrusting us with your art, and thank you too for asking me to talk about this book. And he had asked for other Christians or other like-minded people to give him a hand in this, and to talk about this book as a sort of a, it's hard to explain, but given the resistance that he's had from publishing, and just the oh, what's the word for it? Not necessarily racism, but just the I don't know. So if you can, check him out for the for anybody. This is a good story. It's a really good story, and it proves that, and just like Captain O'Brien says, it proves that a fiction story doesn't have to have a bunch of profanity or raunchy circumstances in it to be good. And I believe Captain O'Brien accomplishes this. Um, on my rating scale, I consider Josh and Me by Captain Richard M. O'Brien to actually, it's hardcover worthy. Purchase the hardcover. So, yes, thank you so much to OB, and thank you all for watching this and considering Josh and Me by Captain Richard M. O'Brien. We'll see y'all later.